Hey, what's up everybody? It's me. I am back, and today I'm going to show you today's meal and macro plan that I've already got laid out for my entire day. I'm going to show you my proteins, my carbs, my fats, my total calorie count, and then how I actually plan that out for the entire day, as well as my workout a little bit later. Do me a favor though, as usual, if this video is helpful for you, please hit the like button, maybe even the subscribe button while you are there as well. So, let's get started on this. A couple of things I want to mention real quick is I changed some things from yesterday to today. I try to mix it up just a little bit. For the most part, my meals are the same every day. I've got a few very basic sort of staples in every single day that I use to help make it easier for me to plan my days out. You'll see those things here, but I'll point out a couple of the things that I mixed up and moved around a little bit to try to make it a little bit more not as consistent or not as boring, maybe is the right word. So anyways, let's take a quick look at my meals and my macros for the day. Okay, as usual, I'm going to go to the My Macros app on my phone, and it's going to take us to today. You can see here I've already got the entire day laid out. Excuse me. So for me, what I like to do is I plan this out typically the day before. That way it takes some of the guesswork out the actual day of. That doesn't mean that I won't maybe edit it a little bit on the day of and move some pieces around, but typically I have it all laid out prior to the day starting. So just for a quick overview again, here are the total numbers. If I eat exactly this today, you can see on my protein in the blue, I'm gonna consume 233. My goal was 231. I'm a little bit over there, that's fine. My goal for carbs was 508. I'm gonna end up consuming 502, a little bit under, that's fine. My fat was a little bit high at 86.4. My total calories consumed, 3720. But if you can see here, if I do this correctly, that's only 26 calories over what I was actually shooting for. So everything's in the green here. That's good. That's what I want. And I'd rather be a little bit over on my calories than a little bit under, since I'm trying to gain a little bit of muscle. So let's take a quick look at how this panned out today. So I did my breakfast actually I think it is the exact same as I did yesterday. You can see the liquid egg whites consume 40 grams of protein and 0 carbs, 0 fat. This is a huge one because you can see here at the bottom, my total breakfast only has 1 total gram of fat. And so if I compare that to a few days ago, whenever I was eating, let me see here, multiple eggs in the morning. That was 1 egg. I'll get there here. Here we go. Here's 2 eggs I had on this particular day. You can see here my breakfast started with 18 grams of fat. When you only have 80 grams of fat total per day, blowing 20 of them on breakfast makes the rest of the day a little bit interesting. So for me, getting rid of those eggs and just going with more liquid egg whites made a huge difference, and I still get my protein in the morning. So this is how I've laid out my morning breakfast, 440 total calories. My macros look good here. Like that's high carb, but higher protein and almost no fat. That's exactly what I want. So then I got my pre-workout. This is a staple that I put on every single day. This is an automatic for me. It doesn't really have any editing that I need to do. Same with my post-workout. You can see here that I've got a couple of things here that I eat. Raisins are a big staple for me on my workouts because of their high carb count. Whenever you have over 500 carbs a day you're trying to eat, you look for carbs where you can without fat. You can see those raisins have 0 fat but high numbers of carbs. Dried out wasabi peas, those are a nice little add-on too for a little bit of spice. But here is my total pre-workout and post-workout for the day. Going over to lunch, I changed this up a little bit as well yesterday. Yesterday, this was a rice and beans meal with a buffalo chicken patty in there and a coconut pineapple drink. Today, mixing it up just a tad bit with the rice and going with the ground turkey instead of the black beans. You can see I got a guacamole cup here, a little bit of salsa, and that's it. 880 total calories. Compared to yesterday, it was 1,300 calories. I took a lot more calories than yesterday on this one meal. So changing this meal up just a little bit because I took those beans out, replaced with the ground turkey. But I'm good with these numbers here. Let's go to dinner. Dinner, I'm doing something different again here too. Yesterday I did the ground turkey and the sweet potato. This time I'm going with a higher carb meal, and I'm gonna do a couple of cups of almond milk unsweetened. But the main thing is the Raisin Nut Bran, which is my favorite cereal. It's kind of like Raisin Bran, but I guess with a nut in it. So, and I also put in a little bit of extra raisins as well, just because I love raisins, and I just think it makes the cereal better, and it helps my total macro count. So my dinner is actually going to be like a breakfast, and you know, a good 184 total carbs. I got some fat in there, almost 1,000 calories for this meal, and I got a couple of snacks in here that I put in as well. I've got the Quest protein chips, nice little snack, high in protein, minimal in carbs and fat, which is kind of nice, and they're pretty good. I've got a protein cookie. It's that Lenny and Squiggy or whatever, that Lenny and Larry protein cookies. A little bit high in fat, but it still fits into my total macros for the day, and it's kind of a nice little treat. The raw honey, high in carbs, nothing else. That should be on my breakfast because that's going to go on my toast. We'll move that out of there. So there we go. So a couple of nice snacks throughout the day. That's my daily total for the entire thing. You can see here, things are looking good. Main thing is I want to be in the green at the top, right up here at the very, very top. I want to be a little bit over on my total calories and a little bit over my protein. However, the carbs and fat fall into that, is what it is. So that is my entire day's layout. Let me know if you all have any questions on laying some of these things out, or anything that I'm using here, and we'll get started here on the workout portion. Okay, time for the workout part of the day. My pre-workout's in. So here's what I'm going to work on today. Primarily going to be here for some arm stuff, curls and some tricep work, especially with, like, I'll take this down and use, like, I got some pretty nice rope accessories for some tricep pull down type deals. So pretty much just different variations of that today. And yeah, so let's get started. Pull-ups here is I'm doing two different sets basically. So on set one, I'm doing the two inside ones, and then the next set I'll do an outside. So I'm taking about a 2-minute break in between those. So not quite a super set, but just trying to see if maybe there's a little bit of, you know, a little bit of variation by just switching the handles up just a bit. All right, so this was something that I had been wanting to try out for a little bit, which is basically putting this like underneath sort of my titty meat. You know, I'm kind of using it like this. I don't know if you can see that. I think the idea there is I just wanted to see if by keeping my arms forward, if it would change the contraction any versus, you know, I have a tendency for my arms to go back like this, you know, where they're more sort of in line with my body. So I'm trying to come up with ways to keep them out front. I had seen that they sell bars specifically for that you put over in that area, but I thought I'll just try it with this thing here and see if it worked. One of the fun things about having a home gym is doing dumb stuff that you wanted to try at the regular gym, but didn't want to make an ass of yourself. So you can make an ass of yourself at your home gym by doing all the dumb stuff
that you should.